Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to what I believe is the biggest opportunity in crypto you aren't paying enough attention to right now. The tokenization of real-world assets is at our doorstep. And I believe there will be a select few cryptos and crypto companies that will be at the forefront of bringing all these assets on chain. First, before I give you the context of the rest of this video and the massive opportunity I have for all of you, I'm going to share Larry Fink reminding all of you how tokenization is going to revolutionize finance. And it's almost here.
We believe the next step going forward will be the tokenization of financial assets. And that means every stock, every bond will have its own, basically, CUSIP. It'll be on one general ledger. Every investor, you and I, will have our own number, our own identification. We could rid ourselves of all issues around illicit activities about bonds and stocks and digital by having a tokenization. But the most importantly thing, we could customize strategies through tokenization that fits every individual. We would have instantaneous settlement. Think about all the costs of settling bonds and stocks. But if you had a tokenization, everything would be immediate because it's just a line item. And so we believe this is a technological transformation for financial assets. I believe if you want to talk about voting and voting choice and all the things, if we know every moment who is the owner of that stock and it's now time to vote, every individual who has ownership is identified and they can vote their own share.
Now, a big reason I bring that up is because Propy, I believe, is the crypto market leader in regards to tokenized real estate. And since the recent peak at $3.75 just about a month ago, we have seen an aggressive pullback in price that I believe is another great entry for all of you to take advantage of. But not just that. It's another great moment in time for all of you to realize that there are other opportunities in regard to this token. First and foremost, you have to realize that Propy is part of the base ecosystem. And in a world where real-world asset tokenization is coming, $454 trillion in tokenized assets will come on chain. And I believe around $180 trillion of that is real estate. Now, we are clearly in the early stages of this. The market cap of Propy is only $146 million. There's still plenty to learn and plenty to do before we get there. But there will be a moment in time where tokenized real estate transactions will become the norm, and it's becoming more and more apparent due to the massive problems happening in real estate right now. Here, Propy Keys shows how photo ID is not enough. Owning a home is not enough. People are losing their homes because of squatter rights and housing fraud. And fraudsters are transferring titles using fake IDs. Nobody's catching these mistakes. People are openly losing their homes. And with Propy and Propy Keys, I believe this problem gets solved swiftly.
We own an average house in Toronto.
Derek and Stephanie are still coming to grips with the past year.
It's not just financial trauma. It's emotional trauma, and it never leaves you.
CBC News has agreed not to use their real names because they're victims of identity theft. The couple moved overseas for work, and in 2021, new tenants rented out their Toronto house. Months later, Stephanie logged on to her online banking and noticed their mortgage info had vanished. The bank told them the mortgage was closed. A title search confirmed the home had been sold.
The moment we found out, it's just cold chills run through your body, and you can't help but feel an overwhelming sense of emotion.
They later learned the tenants with alleged ties to organized crime used fake IDs to rent their home. Others posed as Stephanie and Derek using forged ID, seemingly enough to fool everyone along the way.
I think that's what scares you most. You think, well, if the bank fails, the real estate board will catch it. Or if the real estate board fails, The lawyer who signs off on the house sale will catch it. So many educated people, it just passes by.
People from all different
One piece of
races,
government ID
creeds,
is
colors,
often all anyone needs
everything.
to make a large real estate transaction.
What we're doing right now is not working.
Industry stakeholders say fake IDs are getting so advanced, it's time to demand more verification, like credit score searches and cell phone accounts.
Brokers, realtors, lawyers, title insurers, everyone who's obligated to look at the identity of someone, a multi-factor process is going to be much safer than what we're doing right now.
The Law Society of Ontario says its verification protocols are consistent with other law groups in Canada. The Ontario government told CBC News it's unveiling a new code of ethics for realtors, but offered no details on anti-fraud measures. RICO, which governs realtors, says it's reminding agents to be vigilant.
Because of the very lenient penalties.
That's not
in
enough,
our
say
laws
these
for this
victims.
type. We need tougher laws. We need the government to protect its citizens more from this type of crime.
The couple had title insurance and are close to resolving the situation, but say the ordeal will haunt them for a long time. Farah Morali, CBC News, Toronto.
Now have no fear, because Propy and Propy Keys is here as a solution to all of this. Ladies and gentlemen, how many more homes need to be stolen due to scammers for them to adopt this technology that exists already that could solve this multi-billion-dollar problem? How many more people need to suffer? How inefficient are real estate transactions today? These transactions with Propy and Propy Keys could take, quite frankly, just a couple seconds, maybe up to a couple minutes, have minimal closing costs, and also be secured by on-chain data so that no scammers can penetrate it. And now you can use crypto as collateral to purchase real estate. No paperwork besides KYC and AML. And this is a game changer, as Propy is meeting real-world assets with DeFi. And with all of this happening right now in real time behind the scenes, without people truly realizing how important and how massive this is, Propy is allowing all of you to take your stake and really play the game. Propy is announcing a gamified way to participate in this ecosystem with Propy Keys. You can now mint addresses and earn passive income. And in addition, you can earn some free pro tokens through their gamification of the real estate industry. Propy is launching a 30-day challenge game to encourage the community to mint more addresses on Propy Keys, and this is essentially similar to buying domains for the internet back in the day. This will allow you to earn more free Propy tokens. For Tier 1 Propy Key staking, you need 10 NFTs. For Tier 2, you'll get 10x the staking power, but it will require 10 Propy tokens per NFT staked. And Tier 3 symbolizes real-world assets and will give 200x staking power and mandates a 200 pro token per NFT rate. Ladies and gentlemen, what Propy is trying to do here is maximize the real-world asset tokenization game by incentivizing you to go out and mint addresses, get the protocol going, get the platform going, bringing more homes on chain, and you get a reward for doing so. There's currently a $500 million issue for title fraud, and with Propy, there will be verified ownership as opposed to squatter rights taking over. This is a main problem I'm very passionate about, because imagine working your whole life just for a scammer to come in and absolutely annihilate you because your government has let you down and incentivized criminals to steal from you. Propy is a major solution to this $500 million problem. And when you also consider that they have 30 days worth of daily challenges that offer you around 50 pro tokens throughout this time period, you need to understand that this token may be worth much more in the future, which I think it will. And just doing this for free, accompanied with the minting of addresses, could empower you to be a front runner in the tokenized real estate revolution. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't stress this enough. Propy has been one of those tokens that we in this community have consistently been trading and profiting from. This is the second bull run in a row. We've confirmed made 15x returns, taken profits, and reinvested at lower values. And here, this is an opportunity for a lot of you to get involved in the network, get involved in the ecosystem, get some free Propy coins, and join the community in claiming your stake in the new 1%. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in the coming days, I'll be working closer with Propy to ensure that a more thorough description of all these games you can participate in are let known. But when I saw this, I couldn't pass up the opportunity to expose all of you to it, because quite frankly, I want every single one of you to win. 2024 is the year the XRP community and beyond wins. And this is only the beginning. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bearable Bull here. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. Now I'll be back tomorrow with another video.